Welcome to the midweek market wrap-up with Stats Edge Trading. If you don't know who I am, my name is Michael Nauss. I'm a chartered market technician and quantitative trader. Essentially what we're going to do is we're going to look at a bunch of charts for Forex, crypto, regular stocks, the overall market, try to figure out what's happened so far this week, what we think is going to happen into the end of the week, and then this culminates into a live stream that I do every Sunday at 7 Eastern. If you're interested in any of that, link is in the description below. It takes you to my website. There's a free trading course there, and then also you can check out Stats Edge Pro, where you get a lot more of my analysis into the individual market. So without further ado, let's get into the charts here. We're going to start with Bitcoin as per usual. I've been for weeks now just talking about this bear flag. We are in the context of an overall downtrend. Nothing that Bitcoin can do other than retake 30,000 is going to get me excited. We continue to kind of chop sideways here. I'm looking to see if this pulls back. For me to flip bullish, I will need to see some sort of a higher low or, again, this retake of 30,000. So until proven otherwise, this is just a bear flag in an overall downtrend. You can see my frustration there in the notes. I take all these screenshots and I upload them to Stats Edge Pro every single night just so everyone has an idea of where my head is at the market. Kind of frustrating. I haven't taken a trade yet. I do have some stop limits under this area to see if I can catch a breakdown on this. Now looking at the traditional currency space, this is UUP. It's a ETF that combines a whole bunch of currencies and then compares those to the US dollars, gives you overall health to the US dollar. Kind of looking like a bull flag, as my note says here. Came back down to the breakout point, tested that, and then bounced. If this holds and continues higher, then if you're trading FX or anything else, you just need to know that the US dollar is going higher. So anything denoted in USD is probably going to sell. Anything that has USD as the numerator is probably on the way back up. One thing that I'm watching that doesn't have US dollars, just because I think the US dollar side is so impactful for the other currencies out there, and I've been watching this for an exhaustingly long period of time, is this Aussie yen. They always say that bottoms are an event. Something will fall and it will generally hit a bottom and reverse, and that tops are a process. And this to me kind of looks like that potential topping process where there's a lot of mess going on, traders getting chopped up all over the place. I'm looking to see if I can zoom into lower time frames and grab some sort of a short in this one, just to see maybe we retest this low right here, or maybe into lower lows there. Looking at just the S&P 500, the overall stock market, really nothing to say. We had this massive area that I talked about for a while. When we hit it, we had to digest that for about 2 weeks. We broke through and then ran pretty nicely with these upward churn days. For me, I think this note sums it up perfectly. I'm in kind of wait and see mode. If we pull back and we find some support here and move higher, I think that is exactly what you want to see from a health point of view in the markets. If we pull back and get a little bit shy of it and go, that's awesome. What I don't want to see is a complete reversal and have this be a trap above this resistance area and us to trade for too long down in this area. But, as a trend follower, again, I'm in wait and see mode. I was buying a bunch in through here and then selling a bunch as it hit resistance. Then I bought a bunch more as it accumulated here. And then I've been selling a bunch as it's been rallying. So I am looking to see if there's going to be a pullback. And if that pullback holds, I'll be accumulating again. But while we're just doing this slow grind up, there's really nothing for me to look at. Looking at oil here, using the USO as a proxy, massive area of support right here, and then this downtrend line. If we bounce off the support and break this downtrend line, we could be looking for another leg in oil higher. Something very interesting to watch here. I think this is going to have a lot of effect on the overall market. Now, when we take a look at ARK, I use ARK as a proxy for garbage junk stocks. You can see it broke out of this resistance right here and spent a fair amount of time up there, just kind of showing that this breakout could be real. And now we're coming back to test that area. So if we bounce from the breakout point, that's incredibly bullish. If we start to trade too far back into this range, I'm going to be a little bit more worried about those kind of junky type stocks, your Zooms, your Pelotons, your Robinhoods, that type of thing. Some individual names that I'm watching here, this ABCL, nice breakout after earnings of this prior swing high, pull back into it. If this thing can continue higher off this pullback, I like it. If it breaks down this area, I'm probably wrong. Time to get out. EMBC, nice rounded bottom, strong move off of earnings that got us back into this resistance, and now it's pausing with kind of 2 inside days in a row. If this thing breaks higher, then that's great. I'm going to pick some up on that upswing. If we kind of pull back down into that range, that's where I'm wrong. Last but not least, Wayfair. Rounded bottom, probably going to move a lot with these ARC junky stocks, but you can see this move that it took the few days off of earnings, and it's been kind of just basing inside that move. Holding up pretty well considering that it had a pretty substantial down day in the market. Looking to see if this breaks out here. One thing I like about Wayfair a lot is this 28% short float. That's pretty substantial. It's 1/3 of the entire float is short. And as we've seen with Bed Bath & Beyond and some of these memers moving recently, seems to be like they're going after short float. So I really like the look of this one. So guys, as always, thanks for coming out. If you could hit the like button on the way out, that's fantastic. Come on over to statsedgetrading.com for just more information about myself, my trading style, that free trading course, and then more information about Stats Edge Pro. And until I see you guys next time, trade safe out there.